To be on my own, I didn't remember anybody there. But by that, the anti-aircraft guns on Karate Hill, the high ground across the river here, they opened up.
Suddenly, there were two terrible explosions, and a blue light flashed through the room.
The scenes all came down, the windows came in, everything was in darkness. I called my mother downstairs, but it's all broken glass, and I was screaming. I remember that screaming. And we went into the living room, and there's no windows left, and what was there was all twisted and turned. I was just sat there, and everything was so quiet, very, very, very quiet.
The German mines had fallen directly on Messines Park, a residential street to the northeast of the city where the houses were full of frightened families. The rescue crews scrambled into action.
When we heard the bombing, then we rushed in our ambulance down to the area and found that the house was pretty well wrecked.
A horrific scene awaited them. An entire street corner had been destroyed.
That was quite a sight. Arms and legs sticking out of the rubble.
The girl was blown out of her own bed and had arrived on a field in front of the house.
In the hospitals, nurses were waiting to receive the wounded.
You certainly got your eyes open, you know, as to what a bomb could do. I remember this poor woman with all the holes in her. I didn't expect that, but it must have been shrapnel.
Oh, it was an awful time for the locals around Messines Park.
The German bombs tore through 6 houses, completely destroying them. It was an unexpected attack in the middle of the night, and it caught families completely unaware in their beds. 14 people on that one street corner were killed. Many believe the German bomber was lost and that it dropped its load believing it was over Belfast or Liverpool. But historian Richard Doherty has uncovered evidence to prove otherwise.
15th of April 1941, a lone bomber drops its payload over the city. Some people have regarded that as a rogue, as a mistake on the part of the Germans, but you're not so sure.
Now, there's a myth that the raid was by a bomber that lost its way. It wasn't. It was clearly targeted. This was a planned attack.
Richard has discovered German reconnaissance photographs taken high above the city. On them are clearly marked the city's strategic targets.
It shows us the shipyard in Pennyburn. It shows us barrage balloons, anti-aircraft guns, the flak site out here, for example, anti-aircraft site at Karate Hill. It shows Ebrington Barracks quite clearly. The bridge, it marks the railway stations and the railway goods yards. Literally everything that is of military value is marked. They didn't send reconnaissance aircraft over for nothing.
So there was a clear target in mind.
The clear target was the Navy dockyard at Pennyburn, which is marked here as number 8.